What is up? We are back in black in the building. Shout out to everybody out there at the Core Plantation doing what they need to do to survive. Shout out to everybody out there in Vegas, Shawnee, Philly in the building, Erica, Florida, aka Florida in the building, David, Georgia's definitely in the building, James Youngblood, Texas is definitely in the building. Shout out to the homegirl Melina all the way in North Carolina, aka North Kakalaka. So shout out to her. And again, shout out to all my siblings and everybody else out there in Vegas and in Cali. I'm about to get into it. FBA, stay out the way. That's it. Let's get it. The reason why we're going to talk about this real quick. This is going to be real quick. I don't know if y'all been looking. David, I know you remember, Tasha, all y'all. What did I say about all those people who said he was going to go to jail? And what did I say? I said when he get back into office, he gonna do a Joe Clark from Lean on Me. He gonna call everybody to the stage and said they've all been expelled. And that's exactly what he's doing. If you didn't see it, Trump Justice Department fires officials who investigated Trump and launches special project into January 6 cases. Told y'all. All you people like that Fannie Willis, she's out of there next. So she better, if I was her, get your walking papers. You're out of there. All what was those, the professional black journalists who was talking all crazy to him as if the Democratic Party was going to win? Guess what? They lost. And now, guess what? It's feast or famine. It is feast. And guess who's on the menu? You. All y'all people that was talking all that crazy shit about Donald Trump, talking about he gonna go to jail, all these people, I kept saying he's not going to jail. He's up a Billy. He's part of the dominant society and he's the president. He's not going to prison. That's why the FBI director got up out of there before he took office. It's not gonna happen. So I'm so proud of my FBA brothers and sisters that was like, yeah, I ain't saying shit right now because we don't know what's going on. I'm proud of my FBA sisters for being sisters and brothers for being like, nah, you're not finna get me to say nothing crazy. And people want to be mad at Snoop because Snoop wouldn't perform and Nelly wouldn't perform and Soulja Boy wouldn't perform. Hey, it's called social game rules. You better learn how to play them. Don't y'all do that at the Core Plantation? When the supervisor come around, you may not smile with them, but if they want to have a conversation with you, you gonna have a conversation with them. They are your payer. They run you, whether you like it or not. That's how it's ran. That's business. So all you people, what did Neely Fuller Jr. say? When you see two dominant society suspected white supremacists, because he calls it supremacists, arguing, you don't choose a side. What you do is sit back. Because if they're not replacing the system of racism and white supremacy and establishing the system of justice, then those are just two suspected white supremacists arguing about who's the biggest slave master. If you know Dr. Claude Anderson, racism is the competition of resources. We don't have any. So you better hope and pray. I'm talking to all them people that was going in on Donald Trump and he's a racist and all those people, instead of just being like, let me stay out of it and let me watch what's going on and let me have a different understanding of the dominant society because it is their rules. You better watch it. All you people in positions of fictitious power, you'll see. Eventually, all these people gonna go away. They're gonna, like that girl Fannie Willis, and she allowed the Democratic Party to gas her up. She's out of there. Oh, and Keisha LaMamie Bottoms, she got termed too. Out of here. We don't need you anymore. You're gone. Didn't I tell y'all, David, James Youngblood, when y'all do listen to this conversation, Tasha too, she know. Y'all got to give me my props on this one. I was like, all these people going to get fired. I knew it. I was like, that's what the Democratic Party does. They set you up for failure. And then if they don't break the tool, as Erica has pointed out to me and James Youngblood and Dave for No Compromise, if they don't break the tool, they'll just allow the oppositional party to break the tool. Either way, you're going to get broke. All those politicians that was, Donald Trump racist and all this other stuff, out of there. I was listening to 5150 show and Craig Facts, he said some crazy interesting. But he was talking about how there's a group, the Resniks. They're a billionaire group, and they own all the water in California. Damn near all the water. Isn't that crazy? That's how the dominant society works. And guess who helped them facilitate that? And Craig Facts, he don't be lying. And he don't be capping, as they said. He comes with real facts. That's why his name's Craig Facts. Look, he said something very interesting that really sparked my ear and my brain. Like, He was like, and Diane, he couldn't remember her last name, Diane Feinstein. She helped push the policy through and push the rules through. So they can't own all the water. Just like I watched this movie and Senator Feinstein was the main senator because they were doing some illegal shit. And she was like, well, you guys need to bring me more evidence and all this other stuff. Oh, okay, we need to bring you more evidence. But the Resniks didn't have to bring you no evidence to own all that water. And all of a sudden, all of these black communities in Altadena are gone. Y'all need to know what you're up against. And stop joining a side until you look at both sides and say, nah. Like I said, I never told nobody to go out and vote for Donald Trump, but what I did say was you better not go out there and vote for those Democrats because you're going to be a little lonely out there on that olive branch because the Democrats are done. Don't let Gavin Newsom and all these governors that are leftists hype you up to be like, oh, Donald Trump controls the House and the Senate. It's going to happen. You better watch The Matrix 1, 2, and 3. You need to understand how the system works. I'm learning every day. When I heard Craig Facts say that shit, I was like, it didn't even surprise me. I was like, man, that nigga's not lying. Because these people are diabolical. That's why you got to study them. You got to be around them. You got to know what's going on. You got to be in the know. And y'all notice all these major cities that are heavily populated, they're doing chemtrails. They're burning it up. They're flooding it. I heard Corey Holcomb say something real on point. He was like, oh yeah, New Orleans, they couldn't burn that up, so they just flooded that motherfucker. He was not lying. Then he commented on what Craig Facts said, which I liked. And you got to listen to these podcasts. Listen to 5150. Listen to Craig Facts. Listen to Tariq Nasheed. Listen to Dave from No Compromise. Listen to James Youngblood, the mic drop. Y'all got to listen to those podcasts because they're giving you game. He was like, man, they just make up whatever laws they want to make up to make sure they people get taken care of, basically. Every day's a school day. Every time. Look, when I listen to Tariq or I listen to David from No Compromise or James Youngblood or I listen to Craig Facts, it's a school day for me. People don't think I'll be listening, but it's a school day. Sometimes when I interview David, I'm literally trying to jot notes down on my phone while he's answering. And I know he probably be like, damn, what the fuck is Warren G doing? But I'll be trying to jot because what he's saying is so impactful. I think sometimes we want glitz and glam, but we don't want the message. You got to listen to what the message is. And if you listen to what David is saying and what he said over the years that I've known him, it's all coming to fruition from what I'm listening to from other people. So I know what he's saying is on fact. That's why I was like, man, Craig Facts, he's not lying about that shit. These people are capable of doing that. They're diabolical. Haven't y'all noticed? Let's go electric. So basically, let me ask y'all, what happens to a cell phone after 2 years? You got to charge it every fucking 30 minutes, right? So what would happen to an electric car if you just keep charging it? Have you ever had a phone where the battery was bowed, where it was bulging out because it couldn't recharge no more and it was just done? I'd rather have a transmission and a radiator. For real. You are not finna scare me into buying no electric car. Now, if there was less electric cars on the road, maybe I might look into it. But when everybody goes with it, not doing it. Sorry, just not gonna do it. You can give me a Honda or a Toyota or a Nissan, or give me a Dodge, give me a Ford, give me something American made, because what distinguishes their battery from everybody else's battery? Y'all need to think about it. If everybody goes electric, what do you think will happen with power and electric companies? I know what's going to happen in Vegas. They want that to happen because Nevada Power, which is owned by Warren Buffett's company. I'm blanking on the name right now, but Warren Buffett has a holding company that owns Geico and RC Willey and Nevada Power and real estate. And there's a class A and a class B. He owns it all. So go ahead. Go to electric. Now he's just going to really hike up the rates. Y'all need to understand, when people are pushing you into something, watch what they push you into. That's why with the insurrection and all that, people was just hyping people up to get on that. I hate Trump and he's a racist and all. Man, y'all better stay out the way. FBA, stay out the way. Let these other people take those L's. Oh, he's not done. Oh, he's going to get to firing a whole lot of people. You're fired. He's going to do exactly what a CEO does when they come into a company and they don't like what's going on. You're fired. So y'all thought he was just bullshitting with them shows. Watch how many people lose their job. Yeah, y'all didn't hear about Keisha LaMamie Bottoms. Look it up. You ain't heard from Stacey Abrams, huh? You ain't heard from none of those people. Where's Hillary? Where's all these people at? Exactly. MIA gone. Because the champ is there. Is that what they would call him? Because he won. And now he's ready to fire. And probably replace and rehire. Y'all remember when they was him and Elon Musk was talking about, it's a lot of people in the federal government that shouldn't have jobs. Isn't that what they do to us at the regular corp plantations? So do it to their asses too. Motherfuckers just stealing the American people's money. Going on trips on our dime. No. Get their asses up out of there. And all you Sambo, tell them about the gun line, Hayward Shepherd motherfuckers who was on that Kamala Harris train, don't try to come back over here now. Stay exactly where you are so we can see you. There will be no Omarosas talking about you as the the spook who sat by the door. Not only did you not sit by the door, you did a horrible job pretending like you were. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Go look it up on CNN. That motherfucker fired. I told everybody, anybody else, like, he gonna fire all them people. All the people that's talking about he going to jail and all this other shit, he gonna fire them. You notice Rudy Giuliani is not in prison. And if he was, guess what Donald Trump would do? Pardon him. So this is how the game is played. I don't know why everybody get mad. See, Donald Trump, look, see, what did Roland Martin fat head say? See, and all you FBAs and all that, he ain't talking about no reverend. Y'all wouldn't even deal with black people. They would only deal with immigrants, Sambos, Tethers, Coons. They wouldn't even deal with black folk that's gonna stand up right and hold you to a higher standard. So you're done. As they would say, a done data. Get out of here. Still had them saying goddamn talking points. Well, see, y'all not getting reparations either. Well, we know what you doing, Roland Martin. So stop. And y'all stop listening to these people. Listen to people like Vicky Dillard. That's who you need to listen to. She said it too. It was a lot of people. It wasn't just me saying it, but I know I was saying it in the very beginning. I was like, he not going to jail. And after he lost his last election that they stole, he's going to get reelected. I was telling everybody, and then when he gets reelected, he going to fire all those people that was in the left and all those people that were jumping on the left train, talking shit. They out of here. Anybody who prosecuted him, fired. He's the president of the United States of America Incorporated. And if I was him, I would be a little petty too. Those professional black journalists, they're very lucky he's not as petty as most, because most people be like, I want to make sure those people never get a job. You don't embarrass me in public. I bet you them people probably, I don't know what Master Trump gonna do now. Yeah, that's what you get. And I bet you it's a lot of people like, damn, I shouldn't have voted for nobody. I should have just stayed on the couch, chill, relax, and not even got involved in this, because I'm all hyped up over this left shit, and now they out of office, and now he in office, and now didn't Gavin Newsom say that California was a sanctuary? But you're welcoming Donald Trump to come there, sir. Why don't you ask the Resnicks to give you some money for some water, since they own it all? I'm done. Guilty nigga. Peace.